welcome back to the homestead and my kitchen. My name is Lynn if you're new here, and this is Bucket List Homestead. And today is week 3 of March Molasses Madness that my friend Annie and I are doing together to bring all of you some amazing recipes where molasses is the star of those recipes. So far in week 1, we brought you cookies, and both of our cookies were amazing. Week 2, last week, was the Battle of the Breads. I hope you all enjoyed that. That one was so much fun to make. And as far as Annie and I are concerned, we're both winners because both recipes were amazing. I'm actually going to try her recipe and she'll be trying mine. But I cannot tell you that bread was so good. Oh, it was so good. And today we have something exciting that I'm going to be sharing with you. This one I've really been looking forward to, and I think David's really been looking forward to this one. We are going to be bringing you this week a full meal where molasses is the stars. My job is to bring you the main dish. I am going to be making a molasses shredded beef recipe that just sounds amazing. And Annie is going to be taking care of the side dishes over on Thursday at 3 p.m. over on her channel. I am going to be making the same side dishes for our meal tonight, but I'm not going to show you how to make them or anything. That's going to be Annie's job. But we thought it would be fun if we both made each recipes for our meals, for our video this week. So they sound really good too. I can't wait to try them and for Annie to share them all with you. They sound amazing. Now, this recipe, I did have to change it a bit. One of the ingredients is whiskey. David and I aren't drinkers. The only reason I have vodka in my house is to make vanilla, homemade vanilla and other fruit extracts. I use dark rum and vodka. And we live in Canada, and alcohol here is through the roof. It would have cost me $30 to buy the small amount of whiskey I needed roughly for this recipe, and I just wasn't willing to do that. So I substituted for beef broth. But I will share the recipe down below. In the description down below, there will be a link to this recipe, and then Annie will share her recipe on Thursday in her description. I'm gonna need a chuck roast. Now let me tell you a little story about chuck roast. I grew up in the States, so I know what a chuck roast is. I have not been able to find a chuck roast anywhere here in Canada. Well, I found out just recently, the reason I can't is because it's called a blade roast here. It's the same roast, just different name. And I have 2 of those in my freezer right now and did not even know it. But the one I had is about 3.5 pounds. So it's about a whole pound more than the recipe calls for. So I upped my ingredients, some of them just a little bit more to make up for that. But the recipe down below is for a, yes, 2.5 pound roast. So first, I cut up my roast into 1-inch pieces. And I actually remembered to spray my slow cooker. Usually I forget. And then I added, this might not be in order, but this is what I added. Not quite 3/4 cups of beef broth. This is where the whiskey would be. Not quite 3/4 cups of apple cider vinegar. A can of tomato paste. Not quite a 1/2 cup of molasses. About a teaspoon of chili pepper. And that's what's in this bowl. Chili pepper, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, and about 2 teaspoons of salt. And we put that all in, mix it all up. Put the lid on, put her in the slow cooker, set it on low, and forget it. And so that is just going to go all day. It's about 10 in the morning here, so that's perfect timing. I was hoping to get it in a little bit sooner, but craziness here this morning. But it's still plenty of time until supper time. So that will still cook all day. I cannot wait to try this one. And you can serve this as like any shredded beef. Tacos, fajitas, kind of like shredded pork on a hamburger bun. I think I'm going to serve it to David, probably either in like a taco or on a hamburger bun. I will probably eat it with no bread or anything, and then our side dishes. So the recipe calls for like shredded carrots, shredded apple, because they're going to make a coleslaw that goes with that. But like I said, I'll share it all down below. We're not doing that here today. So we're just going to let that go. In a little bit, I'm going to prep my ingredients I need for my side dishes, and we will see you back here tonight when David and I try this. I really looking forward to this one.
Ooh, hot chocolate. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button.
Hey, who took my hot chocolate?
Make sure you hit the bell so that you don't miss any new videos. if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button.
Okay, our roast has been cooking all day, so 2, 3, 4, 5, about 8 hours, give or take. I have my side dishes going, and now I'm going to take the beef out of the crock pot. It smells amazing. Okay, I'm going to put it in my KitchenAid mixer, and I'm going to shred it over with my mixer. I find it so much easier than trying to shred with 2 forks, and what's one more bowl to dirty, right? Once you're all shredded, you put them back in the crock pot, and we're going to let it go another half hour or so while the side dishes finish. Okay, our meat is done. So these are our side dishes. I'll just tell you, sweet potato and carrot, and like I said, you need to go watch Annie's video on Thursday, and she's going to show you how to make these. David's plate, and David's going to come out, and we are going to try the beef and see what we think. So we both decided David didn't want it on bread either, so we're just going to heat it. Just like steak tips, my dad used to call it. It could be a little more shredded, but honestly, it probably needs a little bit longer, but it's getting late. Honestly, I did not need to up the amount of the ingredients at all. I thought where it was a whole pound bigger, I should add a little bit more than what the recipe called for. I think the original recipe would have been plenty. I also think 2 tablespoons of brown sugar would have been plenty. It's a little on the sweet side, but other than that, it's not bad. But it needs some fine tuning. Okay, I'm going to try the vegetables.
What are you trying?
Carrots. All right, now I'm going to try a sweet potato. Wow. Okay, you have got to watch Annie's video Thursday on how to make them. They're really good. And the beef is good. I just wish I hadn't added, so I wish I hadn't added more ingredients. I will share the recipe down below. And even if your roast, or honestly, I could have used stew beef too for this, which I kind of regret not doing. But anyway, even if your roast is a little bit bigger than the recipe, I honestly wouldn't worry about trying to add more. So that's it, friends. That is 3rd week. Wow, we're almost through March Molasses Madness already. I can't believe it. Next week is going to be a good one. You're going to want to come back for that. And please don't forget Annie's video on Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern to see how to make these amazing side dishes to go with this roast. Until then, take care, God bless, and we'll see you all soon.